Hey pros, Crystal here from Pro Beauty Wholesale. Welcome back to our series, Private Labeling with Pro Beauty. In this video, which is video number 2, we are going to be talking about choosing your product, ordering your samples, building your collections, and also how to properly price your products. Ready to learn how? So let's get into the first portion of this segment, which is really choosing your products. Now I know there are a multitude of products on Pro Beauty Wholesale, so the easiest way to do this is to, number one, identify what you want to offer your audience and also what your audience needs. So while we always want to offer a million different things, remember you are building a brand and you want to start where you're comfortable and also where your audience is going to actually want these products and then build on there. Choosing your products on our website is extremely easy. We actually break everything down from hair care to body care, to skin care, and so on and so forth. So let's say you want to start with a hair care product. This is where you are going to kind of figure out if you want to start with a shampoo, a conditioner, a serum. There are so many different things that you can use when you want to start your collection, but the easiest way at this point is to say which one is going to be your hero product. Now I know you're sitting here saying, what on earth is a hero product? Well, your hero product is your dedicated product, the product that you are going to launch your brand, you're going to give 1,000% to. This is going to be the product that saves the day for you, hence the word hero. So for me, when I first built Elite Hair Care USA, our hero product was the Goddess Hair Repair Serum. I chose the serum because I know, number one, that I wholeheartedly saw extreme benefit, as I do with all of our products. But that specific product was the product that I know I needed to introduce to the world. It was going to set me apart from everybody else. And at that moment, I knew that I could offer this to any and everyone. So I want you to take out of the equation your friends and your family when you are choosing the products that you're going to offer, because 99% of the time, they are not going to be your market. Traditionally, it's going to be the strangers that are around you and mostly people that don't even know you. So for your hero product, I would highly recommend you start really simple. You start nice and small. The great thing about Pro Beauty Wholesale is our initial quantities are extremely small. And when I say extremely small, I mean literally the minimum number is 8. So you have to start with 8 of each product. Let's say you want to start with one of our hair repair serums or even one of our growth serums. Great place. It's a small bottle. It doesn't have a lot of cost for you to start up, and you are able to tuck and hide and move and groove with this product all over the world and be able to introduce it to everybody else. Now, let's say you don't want to start with a serum. Maybe you want to start with a shampoo or a conditioner. When you get into that realm, as you guys know, shampoo, conditioner, they go together. So I highly recommend that you do both. Now, outside of choosing your products, once you've kind of gotten down pat where you want to go, I'd also recommend that you order samples. Don't jump head first and get 8 of different products and 9 of this and 100 of this and 20 of this, because you really want to, number one, test your product out to make sure that you're understanding what it does, what its characteristics are, the features, your selling points, if you like it, if you don't. Maybe you want to start with something else. Maybe that's just not the product for you. This is the reason why you want to order samples and build from there. So with sample ordering, you are able to order a sample of every single product on our website one at a time or in bulk. It is your choice. But the sampling is extremely important, especially because this is also what you're going to use to determine what your bottle looks like. What your bottle looks like, your packaging, super important. Is this something that you are able to market in this size, in this shape, in this form? Do you like the smell? Do you like the actual features of it? Is it beneficial to you or the people that you're going to be marketing it to? The sample is going to tell you all of that, okay? Now, once you've ordered your samples, we're going to go ahead and move forward and say, okay, you figured out the products that you like and the products that you don't like. We're now going to take the products that you like and we are going to learn to build a collection. Now, one thing that I know a lot of people skip over is they don't understand the power of collections. Collections are like bundles. If you bundle something together, the people that you traditionally are selling these products to, they want to know where to start. So they're going to say, okay, you said that I need to start here. Well, give me everything that complements this because I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So that is the reason why building a collection is always going to be beneficial to your brand and also to your marketing. So we'll start with, let's say, a shampoo, a conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, and a serum. That's 4 products. Traditionally, collections are 4 or more products, but you don't want to make a collection too big that is just out of control and very confusing. But you also don't want to make it too small where they end up having a shampoo and a serum. That doesn't necessarily go together when you're having a wash day process. Or maybe you're starting in body care where you have a lotion and a serum. I probably say, okay, I need a soap. So think whatever you're gonna buy in a traditional collection is also what your prospect client or customer is gonna buy as well. So now that you've chosen your products, you've ordered your samples, you know what's in your collection, let's talk a little bit about pricing. Now at this stage of the process, I'm gonna need you to get a pen and a piece of paper because this is the most important part. Your price is always going to either make or break your brand. Now, I'm not gonna tell you to go and undercut yourself and offer what I call economically friendly pricing all the time. I'm also not gonna tell you to go and offer Bentley pricing either. But you definitely wanna make sure that you put your costs down on paper and you understand what your profit margins are going to be going forward. Now, I know those two different words that I use could be a little bit intimidating, so let me break it down a little bit easier for you. When we talk about cost, your cost includes the actual product if you're private labeling, which of course, by you watching this video, that means that you're private labeling with Pro Beauty, right? So you've received your bottle, you've received your top, you've received your product. What did this actual bottle as one piece cost you? So let's say we're just gonna use a regular number. Let's say your entire order was $80. That $80 was 8 shampoos, 8 conditioners. Okay, now your shipping for those $80 worth of products, how much was that? Let's say that was another $20. We're now at $100 for 16 products. You're gonna take that $100 and you're gonna divide that by 16. That is gonna be your cost of goods sold. But that cost of goods sold is not including your label, which you do need to factor into the price. It's not including your production time. How long did it take you to actually do putting your labels on, moving the products around, getting them ready for you to launch? All of this is a part of your pricing. A lot of times people skim over this and then you undercut yourself and now you're discouraged because you just paid $40 for a shampoo, and I'm over exaggerating by saying that, but you sell it back for $38. You literally just took a loss of $2. So with Pro Beauty, that is one of the, really the design around this brand of us teaching you how to do this successfully. And it's super important that you remember to do this part when you're going into any, whether it be e-commerce, retail, wherever. So like I said, now we're at the point where we know, okay, our product costs us $umpteen. So let's say this bottle with this product, including the shipping, cost you $5 now. That $5 is a part of it. How much did your label cost? Well, the label could have cost you 50 cents. It could have cost you $1. We're gonna go with $1. So now you're at $6 of the cost of this product. Okay, the time it took for you to put this label on and get this product ready for the shelf or for your website. Let's say that took you an hour. That hour might cost you $5. Okay, add $5 to that. Right now, you're at $11 of your cost of goods sold. When you go to offer this product, are you going to sell it back at $11? I don't think so. That means that you've made no profit. So this is where the profit margin kicks in. When you're pricing your products, me personally, I like to make sure that I have 100% markup. Now, sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. What I always suggest you do is go into these retail stores, go into your Target, go into your Walmart, go into your Walgreens. Look at the price point of a comparative product to what you're selling. If you notice that the price point is $15.99, your goal at this point is to ensure that you have a profit margin in between what it costs you for this product and what you're selling it for, but you can still be competitive within that sweet spot of their pricing. So for me, 100% markup, if it costs me $11, I'm now going to have an $11 profit. So that means that this is going to cost me anywhere between $21.99 and $23.99. Now remember, if you are e-commerce, you can price your products at whatever you want. If you are strictly online, you can also do so. When you're going into the retail stores, pricing can be a little more tricky. We'll talk about that way later on. Right now, let's just base it on you going into e-commerce or anywhere on the internet, like social media, or maybe you're just selling it through, your Facebook, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna do 100% markup. My minimum markup on any product is 75%. I don't go below that because I know I need to leave room where if I decide that I want to run a sale on a product, I still have a profit even after a sale. If I am paying $11 for this and then I'm selling it back for $15, that leaves me with a $4 profit margin. Well, that $4 can only really suffice my e-commerce platform, and I'm not really making any form of profit off of it at the end of the day. So you want to just make sure that you leave yourself a little bit of room, a little bit of wiggle room. If you decide that you want to run a 50% off sale today, well, you can't run a 50% off sale on a $15 product that costs you $11. You're going to cut into your cost. So just make sure that whenever you are pricing, you're not too high, but you're also not too low. Ideally, Pro Beauty products are professional grade products that can be offered in a retail or a professional setting. Professional grade products cost a little bit more, and that can definitely be one of your selling points so that your consumer understands that you are giving them a high quality, high-end product that is nowhere near what they will find on the shelf in the retail stores. Those products are traditionally pennies on the dollar to make. So their costs are no more than about $2, which is how they're able to actually sell it for $9.99, $10.99, $11.99. So I wouldn't say to compete with those numbers, but just make sure that you are definitely in a safe space when it comes on to your pricing. Now, outside of pricing, I highly recommend that you definitely keep your reports. You always analyze your costs because you can always figure out ways to lower your costs. With Pro Beauty, as I said before, the minimum order is 8 products or 8 pieces per product. Now, the more you order, the less it costs. The good thing is we also offer our products in bulk. So let's say for one of our shampoos, you want to order a gallon-sized bottle or even a 5-gallon jug. That 5-gallon jug is going to save you hundreds. But remember, you still have to factor in your cost for production, your bottles, your labels. All of that goes as a part of it. Now, if you're not ready for that, definitely go into our pre-packs, which is, like I said, the minimum is 8, and then it goes to 16 and 24. That, of course, is going to help you cut a lot of the costs. The more you buy, the better it gets. And eventually, we want you to get into the realm where you are bottling your own products. You are able to customize your packaging. You are able to change the scent in your products and do so many other things to make sure that you are building a healthy collection for your brand to survive, and you also can keep your identity while at the same time being in a retail setting. Now, I know this video talked a lot about pricing, and I know pricing can be very intimidating, but keep in mind you are building a $1 million brand here. Like I said before, I'm showing you how to build a $1 million brand. Now, if you're watching this video and for any reason you have not watched video 1, please jump back on my YouTube or click the link down below in the description box and go check out video 1, because this series is going to take you step by step and take all of the guesswork out of it for you. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to also share this video with your family and friends. Maybe you have a daughter, a niece, somebody that is getting into this realm and you found this video and you want to share it with them. That is how we build this channel, each one teach one. So we appreciate everybody for watching. Be sure to check out video number 3. I can't count y'all. Video number 3. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.